Being a relationship coach over the last 10 years, I have had a plethora of women say to me, Dave, there just aren't any more good men out there. Well, ladies, those of you who think like that, thank goodness you are mistaken. There are plenty of great men out there, so take heart. Now, I'll give you this. They may be a little bit harder to see and in shorter supply than they were, let's say, back when I was growing up, but there's still a lot of great men out there. Now, the problem is a lot of you who say that are saying that because you're too busy staring in the face of Mr. Wrong. And Mr. Wrong is like a solar eclipse, blocking your view to the great and radiant Mr. Right. And Mr. Right is standing just beyond him. So if you can see your way past Mr. Wrong, you will be able to be noticed by Mr. Right. And that's where we want to get you to. That's the only way that you're going to find out for a certainty that there are still really great men out there to be partnered up with. Now, the deal is, what does Mr. Right even look like? Okay, well, there's several indicators that can tell you whether or not you're dealing with Mr. Right. One is he is a very responsible individual. He's responsible with his finances. He's responsible with his job. He gets to work on time and does everything he can to maintain a good job. He's responsible with all of his obligations and his commitments. He takes those things very seriously. Number two, he is loved and well respected by people around him generally, especially his children if he has any, and he returns that love and that respect to his people around him and to his children just as generously as he receives it. Very, very good indicator. Number three, he looks after your best interest at all times. He never does anything to compromise what is important to you. He treats your children with respect. He treats you with respect. He treats you with love and a lot of deference. Great, big, huge indicators that you are now dealing with Mr. Right instead of Mr. Wrong. Four, he doesn't mind spending money on you to have a great time. He's a lot of fun to be with. Now, this doesn't mean that he's going to break the bank just going out and willy-nilly having a good time. He's responsible, again, like we said, but he doesn't mind taking what disposable income that he has in order to make your life a little bit sweeter, which in the process makes his life a little bit sweeter. He's down for that on all levels, and he's very adventurous. These are all indicators that you might be dealing with Mr. Right instead of dealing with Mr. Wrong, who, if you hang your star on Mr. Wrong and you depend on him to deliver these types of things, then you can prepare yourself for a bumpy ride through life. So those are some of the indicators I wanted to share with you ladies today as to how you can recognize who Mr. Right is and what he looks like. My name is Dave Thomas III. I'm the author of my little book of truisms, and this has been your moment of truth for today.